I was writing down in my notes, and even though we've been working together for 10 years, and we've known each other for about 10 years, I still feel like I'm getting to know you so many ways. Like this year was just so telling. There's so much that you didn't share with me before. And but I never asked, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it was like that was great that Tony showed both of us that we can ask questions.
Yeah.
That we can ask the questions, and it's okay to ask the questions, and not to feel so attached to our own judgment, I think, because I think that's what keeps us from asking questions sometimes, or like inquiring, or not communicating, is like there's this weird judgment that we have on ourselves, like, oh, is this weird that I'm asking you? Is this weird that I'm like even bringing this up?
Uh-huh.
Whatever, like bringing up the relationship with your father, or bringing up, I always felt pensive about that, even though before I was like, oh, that's interesting. Your relationship with your mom
Uh-huh.
or with your dad, right? It's very different from my parents. Not to say that mine's perfect. No, absolutely not. Like, there's just so much baggage that we unconsciously carry from our parents.
And
All
their
the,
personalities as
yeah,
well is different.
all the good and
Yeah.
all the bad.
Mm-hmm. You
So
met. I mean, you know both of them really well and how they are.
yeah,
So.
and I go, oh, that's why. So it gives me a lot of like insight
Uh-huh.
into the way that you see things, and it's very different sometimes. And so I feel like this year that it and yeah, we've only known each other 3 years, and like I was listening to the Red Table Talk, and Will and Jade have been married for 23 years.
That's long.
And
Wow.
only that year they were saying that they started to feel better about being themselves in a marriage, in their
Oh, wow.
marriage. Wow, like what the fuck? I was like, what? Like I don't want to wait 23 years to break through some of the challenges that we have together. There are so many times I feel like I think it's so easy for spouses in general to be quiet because they have a successful life, like on the outside they have a house, they have a car, they have children, they're both healthy, both parents are alive or whatever, like everything on the outside is okay, it's good, like why are you complaining? But then internally they're not truly authentic with themselves, which means they can't be truly authentic with each other. And like I was like, oh wow, I feel like that's us sometimes, because we have this machine of KLV that is established, right? We have the weight of that, and it's very powerful what it demands from both of us. We're like, the business. You gotta do it
Yeah.
for the business. What did my master say? He was like, for the business.
it's
You gotta do it for the. You always think about the business. So he was Korean. He
it
was
seems like
Korean.
it's an adolescent. Like
Yeah,
the business is like
it's our baby, and everything is for the baby.
it's not a baby anymore. I feel like
Or
it's growing up, and
the
it's just
preteen.
it's almost a preteen.
It's
Yeah,
a preteen. Yeah,
it's like retaliating.
yeah, it's 10 years old.
Yeah, it's like retaliating and getting into
rebelling.
trouble and stuff. I'm like,
It lies to me.
yeah,
You
freaking
lied to
Dubsado.
me. Yeah, you freaking
Lied.
lied to me. You lied to
Sending
me,
me fake
Dubsado.
inquiries. That's the rebellious
Yeah,
side.
dude. Man, what the hell?
Fix
WordPress.
that.
WordPress always fucking it. Oh man. So yeah, like the business. It's like we had a baby before we even got married,
Mm-hmm.
and we always had to tend to this baby.
Yeah.
And like now, finally, that the baby's like 10 years old, now we can look at each other and like go, oh yeah, you're over there doing your thing. Like, oh yeah, like you're hurting or you're happy or you're sad or whatever. Like to just be considerate of each other, because now we know, hey, the business can run. Cool.
Mhm.
So it's we don't have to. I think we're sometimes get stuck in that survival mode, like, oh, I gotta answer, oh, I gotta do this, like always prioritize. And I found myself doing that yesterday, trying to be present with my family, but I was still like answering emails, and because
Really?
I was doing it, and I
Oh.
was like, and then I was like, oh shit, stop that,
Yeah.
you know. So I put my phone away and just use it for taking pictures. But in the beginning, I was answering emails.
Wow.
because I'm excited that Jenna's getting reviews and Jenna's getting she's getting some good credit and stuff like that, and I want people to see that.
Yeah.
And also to see my work with her too, that and it's succeeding, and in turn you can see it. Right, so it always kind of comes back
I
to
saw
like,
it, yeah.
senpai, notice me. Like so that's why I was doing it, but I was like, oh crap, I need to be present with my family right now, and so I put it away. But yeah, this baby has been so demanding of both of us, and now that we're like saying it on the podcast, like, can we be more present with each other, set up a business that it doesn't run us, and that we run it.
Yeah.
And that's stuff I've always
just
been,
like let the money work for you versus working for the money.
Exactly.